Biological data protection. What is the meaning of this term and what are different parts of this term? So biological data protection basically deals with the information which is related to some patient and his medical records. In biological data protection, we have a common term which is called e-health. E-health stands for electronic health. So electronic health means that information about some subject our patient, in the form of some electronic media. This electronic media can be some emails, some print digital format, or some sort of Excel files, Word files, or anything which can be shared in the soft form. Another word used for this electronic health records is basically digitized format or digital format. We have wide range of services related to this e-health things. For example, in most of the countries, records related to some patients, it's called EHRs, electronic health records. And in some countries, this is EMRs, electronic medical records. Then we have the term telemedicine. What is the meaning of this telemedicine term? Basically, telemedicine is a term used in those scenarios where patient and his physician or doctor are not present at the same place. Most of the times they are communicating with each other through some telephone lines or through our internet based mechanisms. So major concern or idea is that there is difference of location. So how we gather this telemedicine data or our electronic health records? That comes under the heading of data acquisition. Major sources of data acquisition are two resources. Number one is our medical records, which are related to common patients. And the other one is criminal records, because in most of the countries it's mandatory whenever there is a criminal, their medical records are stored for future references. So what happens is that medical records of common patients or criminal records, they should be in the form of genetic information. That would be more useful if we want to perform tasks for biological or bioinformatics related domain. Then we have sharing and protection of biological data. For example, if we want to share criminal data across different countries, let's say, then it would be requiring very much legislation and law type things to have these sharing of data. Similarly, for common patients, it looks very awkward that if we give some data about a common person without his authorization or उसकी will के against हम data को share कर दें, that looks very strange. So what happens is we share data while it is combined with some suitable protection for personal detail. कि जो हमारी personal detail है, we don't want to give while we are sharing data with other people. So there are legislations to ensure protection of personal data. And what happens is, based on these legislation or laws, patient को ये तसल्ली होती है कि his data will not be shared for or his data will not be shared for other purposes except for those purposes जिसके बारे में patient को पहले बता दिया गया हो. History of data protection laws कि कब से शुरू हुए, when they started. Most of these laws started in 1960s and then written laws came into being in 1970s. और यहाँ पर हमने next में हमने ये बताया है कि for different countries there are some specific written laws. For example, for France we have French Data Protection Act, जिसके तहत जो फ्रांस के लोग हैं या जो फ्रेंच के अंदर जो लोग रह रहे हैं फ्रांस के अंदर, उनके कैसे मेडिकल रिकॉर्ड्स को प्रोटेक्ट करना है, उनकी क्या लेजिस्लेटिव और लॉ वाइज चीज़ें हैं. Then in Italy it is Supervisory Authority for Personal Data Protection, and similarly for Canada we have Personal Information Protection and Electronics Document Act. So using these acts, of course these are just three examples, there are for every country there should be different acts to have privacy and security of data related to patients and even for criminal data also. अब इन एक्ट्स को यूज़ करते हुए जो हमारा मेडिकल डाटा है उसे सेव किया जाता है सो दैट इट इज़ नॉट यूज्ड फॉर अनऑथराइज्ड पर्पसेस.